I want to bring in Democratic Congressman Brendan Boyle of Pennsylvania. Again, this breaking news, Congressman, that there has been, at least on the Ukrainians' part, an agreement for a 30-day ceasefire. Now we see where this goes with the Russians. Your reaction, and do you trust Vladimir Putin if a deal can be made for at least 30 days?
Do I trust the former KGB chief based in East Germany when the Cold War ended? Although for Vladimir Putin, the Cold War never ended, and he has worked over the last several decades to attempt to reconstitute the old Soviet empire. That's a long way of saying no, I don't trust Vladimir Putin. Doviai no proviai, trust but verify, is the old Russian maxim that Ronald Reagan used to quote, and I think is apt here.
So does this, Congressman, though, get us anywhere?
Well, it remains to be seen. Let's not forget, Ukraine was observing a ceasefire in 2020 when they saw the bulk of their country invaded by Vladimir Putin. If the Russians stopped fighting tomorrow, there would be no war. If the Ukrainians stop fighting, there'll be no Ukraine. So it has always been up to Vladimir Putin and Russia to end this war. I'm glad that Ukraine will abide by a 30-day ceasefire, but frankly, that's not the more difficult party to get to agree to a ceasefire. It's the one who launched this war to begin with, Russia.
Let me move on, if I can, to what's happening where you are on the Hill. We just saw that the House passed a procedural vote to advance the continuing resolution to fund the government, hours away now from a vote on that stopgap spending bill in the House. Even though Republicans hold the majority, and it certainly looks like they're going to have the votes for it, Speaker Mike Johnson has been amping up the messaging against your party. Let me play that.
Here's the bottom line. If congressional Democrats refuse to support this clean CR, they will be responsible for every troop who misses a paycheck, for every flight delay from reduced staffing at TSA, for every negative consequence that comes from shutting down the government.
Do you think that messaging is going to work, Congressman?
Well, let me correct something the Speaker just said. This is not, I repeat, not a clean continuing resolution. It locks in a $23 billion cut to veterans' health care. It locks in the sort of illegal activities that we are seeing right now carried out by Elon Musk and his Doge crew. That would be locked in if this continuing resolution were to pass. And finally, snuck in this bill at the last second is a provision in which Congress wouldn't have the ability to overrule any of the destructive tariffs that Donald Trump is putting into place right now and is having such a harmful impact on the stock market and our economy. So it is far from a clean CR. It's a dirty CR, and I will certainly be voting no.
Elon Musk, who you just mentioned, says that entitlements like Social Security and Medicare are, quote, the big ones to cut. They're not in this CR, but he's made it clear that he's got a target on them. The White House just clarified those comments last hour. Take a listen.
President Trump has been unequivocally clear on this. He is going to protect Social Security and Medicare benefits and Medicaid for hardworking Americans who paid into these entitlement programs and deserve those hard-earned benefits. And unfortunately, the mainstream media has taken Mr. Musk out of context. What he was specifically referring to cutting was the waste and the fraud and abuse that does exist in these programs.
So I wonder what you make of that. And do you believe that Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, who for the longest time always has been the holy grail, the untouchables, do you think that there is a threat to them, or is Caroline Leavitt right? They're just looking for, and this has become their phrase, waste, fraud, and abuse.
So Elon Musk said the quiet part out loud. He said Social Security is next. I absolutely believe him. And you got there through the White House press secretary's comments, the way they're going to attempt to cover it up. They will say, oh, no, these aren't legitimate cuts. It's just waste, fraud, and abuse. It's completely disingenuous and it's dishonest. And you asked about Medicaid. Let's not forget, just about a week and a half ago, right here in the House of Representatives, every House Republican but one voted for the largest Medicaid cuts in American history, to the tune of $880 billion worth. So we already know where they stand on Medicaid. They want to decimate it. And I'm not surprised that Social Security is next.
Congressman Brendan Boyle, on a busy day on the Hill, we thank you for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.